The release of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is upon us, and with the rise in awareness and popularity of the IP, it is looking to be one of the most exciting RPG releases of the year. And I would go as far to say a Game of the Year contender for sure. What's going on, you guys? My name is Kintzugi, and being that so many people are going to be starting their Kingdom Come Deliverance journey on February 4th when the new game releases, I wanted to share what new players of Kingdom Come Deliverance should expect as a recently new player to the series myself. Kingdom Come Deliverance is a game that transports you to 15th century Bohemia, and it's most ideal that you take it slow and look around once in a while. Every cutscene and every bit of dialogue is just as important as combat and exploration. Not only will you learn about actual history at times, you will also be entertained to extremely wacky scenarios and comedic relief as well.
Apparently this chicken is a lockpick. Should I lockpick the chicken? This might be the first ever attempt to lockpick a chicken. Yeah, I have to do the booty. I need the focus. There's only one way. We're going to move forward, and that's if we unlock this chicken's booty. I've done this before. How hard can it be? Apparently, the chicken butt unlocking is a part of the game. You know, they said realism for this game. They said immersiveness. The realism is kind of out the window. But the immersion, dude, is second to none.
In all seriousness, the game is intentional when it comes to its pacing and storytelling, because the game forces players to engage with the story. This approach of introducing players to the world is not something we see too often. Warhorse Studios does not fear losing the attention of their players. Take Sir Hans Capon, for example, a young Bohemian nobleman of Rattay who ends up becoming a friend to Henry. A womanizer and narcissist on the surface, Hans turns out to be a great friend to Henry and beloved by the community after a rocky start in meeting him. Warhorse Studios had said that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 will feature 5 hours of cutscenes and will take roughly 80 to 100 hours to complete. They have also said that their script for the game totals 2.2 million words, a potential world record for the longest game script, one that would surpass the current record holder, Baldur's Gate 3. So it should be expected that a lot of game time will be spent as a passenger. And when you aren't a passenger of dialogue and cinematics, the game will provide you with freedom to do whatever you'd like. There's a reason why it's been considered a medieval Grand Theft Auto. And I love the idea that Kingdom Come Deliverance is being compared to Grand Theft Auto. That is some high honors there. But just know, Kingdom Come Deliverance does follow a more traditional RPG experience with simulation sprinkled in there. The two are very much similar in their open world experiences, but not in execution or core mechanics. And being that the hope is the second Kingdom Come Deliverance will take the experience to another level, I encourage you to put aside the tunnel vision goal of beating the game and simply enjoy the journey. Treat in-game days like a simulation. Maybe one day, don't shy away from riding your horse and explore. Another day, chill out and pick some flowers for potion making. Or if you really want to lose track of time, go play dice at the local tavern. It's a simple game really, but one that draws us all in, similar to the likes of Gwent in The Witcher 3. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 will also include blacksmithing as a new side activity to master. And just like other crafting systems in the game, it looks to require patience and practice. And being that it can provide better weapons, make sure to find a day to spend at the forge as well. And on the topic of weapons, I suggest studying combat. It is a style that is jarring to the experience for a first timer, but one that is extremely unique to this style of RPG. But fear not, it should also be friendlier to new players in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Warhorse wanted to lower the skill floor required to play competently without getting your butt handed to you in a cloth sack by any random bandit, but also raise the skill ceiling required to take on the very most unforgiving optional challenges. In the first Kingdom Come Deliverance, combat turned many players away due to its simulation style approach. Not only do you need to time parries and dodges, but your positioning of your weapon in your hand and the angles that you swing that weapon are all necessary to understand in order to succeed. Let me make this abundantly clear. The game will not allow you to have a hack and slash mindset. Because the game rewards practice and persistence, you should go and find your closest sparring or training area to hone your skills, and even take that practice further by finding local tournaments to participate in. I feel like when it comes to Kingdom Come Deliverance and why people probably never finish the first game, it is almost entirely due to the combat system. The combat may seem like work because it is work. It will require you to put in the time to get better at it. And in my opinion, that's what makes this game so special. We always praise immersion in video games, but I feel like sometimes we forget what that immersion can actually entail. In Kingdom Come Deliverance, it means spending a realistic amount of time mastering things that you set out to learn, just like in real life. As for my personal tips for combat, it's all about patience and having an understanding of strengths and weaknesses of the armor you wear and the weapons you use. And this goes for your enemies as well. Heavier armor will make you fatigue faster, and using a mace is a great way to do damage to those wearing heavier armor. Something new in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, you will be able to target certain parts of your enemies' bodies that are most vulnerable. So pay attention to what your opponent is wearing. If they lack leg armor, for example, trigger a combo that attacks the legs for a devastating attack. And as a final note, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 will be introducing a couple new weapons for us: a crossbow and firearms. And I would bet all of my groschen that they're going to require the same amount of training to master. All in all, the game encourages practice and an admiration for the journey. You are Henry, a young commoner who is learning new skills that will dictate the competence of your playthrough. While on the path of avenging the death of Henry's parents and the loss of his home, Skalitz, I implore full attention to body language and gear when in combat, and be aware of an accurately depicted world that once was. You will be following a story of history with fiction intertwined, and having a grasp on the political and social climate will help you understand the weight of your experiences. And speaking of the aforementioned roleplay, that takes us to our next tip. My greatest memory of the first Kingdom Come Deliverance is how beautiful 15th century Bohemia is to discover. Visually speaking, the forests are most notably where you can find the most visual beauty. And in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, the city of Kuttenberg is an addition that should provide an urban feel that feels alive and perfect for you to blend in with or stand out through criminal activity. That's right, although you are thrust into a pre-established protagonist, there's plenty of player choice to redefine your playthrough. So think about what kind of Henry you want to be, for the game provides so much player choice in dialogue and open world actions to enable a strong roleplay. One way this is possible is through a classless system where your character progression as Henry can prioritize certain perks to help identify the kind of Henry you want to be. Quality of life perks like Human Dustbin allow you to eat spoiled food so that it's still useful. But then there are perks like Crouching Chameleon for improved stealth if a pacifist playthrough is your jam. There is also Daring Debonair if the crime life is for you and you want increased stats for committing them. There's even Manly Odor, a perk that truly embraces delusion, which provides increased charisma with women for not bathing. It's called pheromones, not stink, right? In Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, it is said that the guards will be more perceptive and strict along with townsfolk, meaning if you don't hide the evidence of a crime or allow witnesses to retrieve a guard, you will be paying dearly for your crime. And those punishments can range from paying fines to spending time in jail or even being branded. Yes, hot metal on skin, which then shows townsfolk that you can't be trusted, which could lead to harder haggling with merchants, or on the flip side, newfound relationships with other criminals. When I started the Kintzugi channel last year, Kingdom Come Deliverance came across my plate and I had no idea what to expect. Even though I'm an RPG gamer, I had no idea how much I was going to lean into the roleplay when playing games here. And I have to give a lot of credit to Kingdom Come Deliverance for tapping into my inner roleplay that I had no idea existed within me. And for that, I have just one thing to say. Jesus Christ be praised, baby. Kingdom Come Deliverance is an open world RPG that uses simulation and a reactive world to add immersion. Although you must play as Henry and not a custom protagonist, you will still find a lot of creativity in developing Henry's identity. The game's visuals, paired with a magnificently cared for soundtrack, will make you wish you were a peasant in 15th century Bohemia, despite the conflict at hand. And I simply can't imagine these games would be enjoyed nearly as much if a dash to the finish is your primary motivation. So if you're someone who's getting caught up in the hype train that is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, the best advice I have for you is to take it slow, pay attention, and realize that you're playing a game that is not going to feel like any other game you've played before. I actually think Warhorse Studios has a lot in common with Larian Studios, who made Baldur's Gate 3. Not because I think Kingdom Come Deliverance and BG3 are similar games by any means, but because the identity of these developers for their fans is so similar. It is clear through their actions that they prioritize their fan bases and listen to the people that play their games. And because of that, it is pretty clear that when developers listen, they create better games. All right, and to conclude here, I wanted to go over some quick tips for you guys who are just getting started in this series. Number 1, you must sleep, eat, and drink to maintain your nourishment and energy. Allowing those to deplete will result in reduced abilities and even fainting. Number 2, bathe often. Bloodied and dirty equipment will deplete your charisma rating when speaking with people. This also goes for the type of armor and clothes you are wearing. For example, brightly colored armor or enemy armor will help you blend in or stand out and affect your conspicuous stat when in town. Number 3, when in combat, try to refrain from swinging first. In my experience, it's always best to wait for your opponent to make the first move and then block and counter. Number 4, inventory space is a challenge. So remember that you can equip your horse with pouches for added carrying space. Number 5, in Kingdom Come Deliverance, in order to save the game, you must use a potion called Savior Schnapps. So make sure to plan ahead when you're looking to save your game. Interestingly enough, Savior Schnapps was one of the most criticized things coming from the first game. They were extremely hard to come by. So Warhorse Studios has already said that these potions will be more accessible in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Number 6 is very important, so pay attention. Practice your finger wagging. Oh yeah, I'm serious. It is vital for making your point and fitting in. Number 7, Henry is always hungry, so make sure to not leave him hanging, but also don't overfeed him as well at the risk of acquiring the overeating debuff. And the final tip here at number 8, please carry a torch in town at night. For the love of God, do not slip up on this one. I can't tell you how many people started Kingdom Come Deliverance, entered a town, and had guards chasing them and screaming at them for not using a torch. It is apparently the law. All right, you guys, now I'm gonna throw it to you. What is your most memorable experience from Kingdom Come Deliverance? And what new addition to the second game are you most looking forward to? I despise gatekeeping when it comes to gaming. On this channel, I like to encourage people coming together and talking about the games they love. So for the veterans out there, leave your thoughts in the comments down below on anything you can add to this video in terms of helping people get started in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And for you newbies out there, welcome to the fun here. I can't wait to hear all about your playthroughs. As for me, we're going to be doing a special stream release show on the channel. Come hang out with us, will ya? And as we wind down here, you guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already for further RPG content. Our regular streaming schedule is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and over on Twitch. And until next time, you fine people on the internet, I'll see you soon. Peace.